Evening. Welcome into 50 Plus KC Gaming Channel. My name's Rob. Thanks for coming in and checking out the stream. And let's see what we've got going on today. Well, it's Friday. You know what that means. The weekend is almost here. We made it. We almost made it to the weekend. We made it through the end of the work week, so just one more day. And let's get started, shall we? We're going to be playing some Conquest to start off with. We're going to be finishing up the Faces of the Franchise Central, so go ahead and pop into there, and you can see what we've got left to do. Just got to beat the Reds' stronghold and then go worry about the Pirates up there, and then that's going to finish this thing off, so that shouldn't take too long. So let's just, we'll go ahead and do this. We'll just go ahead and skip the steel fans, skip the reinforce. And we'll just randomly put them here. And we're not moving any, so we're just gonna skip to attack phase, and it's gonna be taking on the Reds. Might as well do it on rookie. That's kind of the point of Conquest. Do it as easily as you possibly can. So we're gonna be playing Great American Ballpark. One of the easiest places to hit, which means I probably will get shut out. So, that's how that goes. Well, let's see here. We'll just go back to April. And as you can see, I've got Raleigh Fingers on my squad now. Just got him for completing the A's collection. Do have a couple others I need to add to the roster, but haven't got them up there yet. Just finished the Royals, just picked up Salvi Perez, so that got me Eric Hosmer's 86 card. So I don't know that I'm going to play Hosmer a whole lot, but I do want to use Salvi, see how he feels. We'll go with Yuri Perez, and there's my lineup. Jazz Chisholm, Mike Trout, Wander Franco, Evan Longoria, Kyle Tucker, C.J. Crone, Andrew Benintendi, and Carson Kelly. So, and on the bench, we've got Acuna, Edman, Robert Piazza, and Ricky Henderson. So, let's see what we can do here. Hope everybody's having a good Friday. Hope your work week was all right. It's been one of those weeks. Work and go home, pretty much it. So, always glad when the weekends get here. Just got to get through one more day and then the weekend's here. So, and who are we going to be facing? Number 38, but number 1 in your hearts. I have no idea who this is. Justin Dunn. So Justin Dunn takes the bump. Jazz Chisholm steps in. The first pitch. Fastball over the inside corner. Strike 1 to start the game. So, just like that, 0-1 the count to Chisholm. Slapped into the right center field gap, and Chisholm's got extra bases to start the game. Oh, and the center fielder takes a tumble, and Chisholm's going to head for third. I'm not quite sure what that was all about, but center fielder took a tumble out in the right center field gap, and that allows Chisholm to get all the way around to third. So he's at third base for Mike Trout with nobody out here in the first. Fastball over the outside corner, 0-1 to the 2-hole batter. Dunn checks the runner at third, and the 0-1 delivery. Trout crushes one into left center field, and that ball is out of here. The launching pad that is the Great American Ballpark comes into play again, as Mike Trout says, "Here, see what I can do," as he takes a fastball way out of the stadium, much to Justin Dunn's displeasure. Did not miss that fastball, and you can see Stevenson admiring it as it goes a long, long way into the bleachers, and a 2-0 lead early on for the Knights. Franco steps in, takes a slurve at the knees for called strike 1, and the 0-1 delivery from Dunn misses high and away with a fastball, evens the count at 1-1. Franco hitting a sterling 400 for the night so far. Takes a called strike 2 with a fastball. I don't know what I was doing there. So it's 1-2 to Wander. Back up the middle, right back to the pitcher. Takes a step and over to Votto at first for the out. A 1-3 put out, and that brings up Evan Longoria, who's hitting a brisk 439 for the Knights. He has been on fire since he got inserted into the lineup. Takes a called strike 1, fastball at the belt. Here comes the 0-1 delivery. Slurve misses inside, evens the count at 1-1 to Longoria. The 1-1 delivery. Slurve misses way outside, and it's 2-1 to the cleanup hitter for the Knights. 2-1 delivery. Lazy pop up to right center. The right fielder takes a few steps over to his right and squeezes it for out number 2. So after the 2-run bomb by Trout, a pair of outs, and Kyle Tucker steps in. 13 homers for the outfielder. Here comes the first pitch to Tucker. Swings through a circle change, strike 1. Not the best swing I could have put on it, but borderline pitch, called a ball by the umpire, so it evens the count at 1-1. Pitch number 15 for Dunn on the way. Hammered into right field. Going back. The right fielder looks up, and it is gone. A solo shot for Tucker. His 14th of the year, and he extends the lead to 3-0 here in the first. And a pair of home runs here in the first has given the Knights an early 3-0 lead. First pitch from Dunn to Crone is high for ball 1. 1-0 to the first baseman for the Knights. Slider just misses the inside corner. 2-0 now. Dunn gets a sign from Stevenson. The pitch. Slow roller to short. Over to the first baseman, Votto, for the out, and that retires the side. But the Knights put 3 up on a pair of homers. India, Senzel, and Votto due up for the Reds as the Knights lead 3-0 here in the first. So, good start to this game. Working on the stronghold for the Reds. And last year's Rookie of the Year, Jonathan India, steps in. So it's really weird watching the Reds basically have a fire sale this spring. I mean, they've got some really good young players, but and especially after you're seeing some of the things that the ownership has basically said to the fans, it's like, well, what are you going to do? We're the only team in town, as far as baseball goes, basically, what he wants to do. Sell it to somebody else, they'll pick it up and move it somewhere else. I'm like, and that's paraphrasing. That's not the exact wording, but it's the intent behind it. And you got to be sitting there going, really? We really have? Who knew that Marge Schott would be the sensible ownership that this team's ever had recently? So, But anyway, so Yuri Perez takes the bump here as he takes on the Reds here in Great American Ballpark. First pitch to Jonathan India. Slapped hard through the shortstop's hole. Wow, that sounded horrible. Through the hole at shortstop for a base hit. Wow. Suddenly this became an NSFW stream. I apologize for that. And India takes his lead off first as Senzel steps in. Pitching from the stretch now. Checks the runner at first. The first pitch to the 2-hole hitter. Sinker misses inside. Ball 1. So we'll see what happens here. 1-0 delivery. Circle change misses outside. And I'm struggling with my command. Apparently, I'm not awake yet. Which isn't a surprise on a Friday. Or any other day of the week, for that matter. I'm definitely not a morning person. But I'm up, so I'm going to play. So here comes a 2-0 delivery to Senzel. Swings through a circle change. 2-1 now the count. Perez gets the sign from Grandal. I'm not throwing circle changes all day. Checks the runner at first, and the 2-1 offering. Fouls off the slurve, and the count evens at 2-2. Working his way back after a 2-0 start, so the count's even. And we're going to go after him with a fastball here. Swings to the fastball, strike three, and there's one down. And that brings up the veteran Joey Votto, well known for his bat handling abilities. Boy, I just keep making wrong inferences this morning. I apologize to everybody. I apologize to all those friendly folk out there listening. First pitch to Votto. Changeup just misses the bottom of the zone. 1-0 to the left-handed hitting first baseman. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Fastball over the inside corner, called strike one. 1-1 now. India takes the lead from first. Perez checks the runner, gets a sign from Grandal, and the 1-1 delivery. Fastball taken for a called strike two. Votto behind in the count, 1-2 now. Perez checks the runner at first. And here comes the 1-2 offering. Changeup misses low, ball two, evens the count at 2-2. So, Votto making Perez work here in the first. This is probably going to be not the best idea for location, but I'm going to try it. Swings through a sinker, strike three, so I got away with it. And it wasn't exactly where I was trying to put it, so it worked out well, but... So 2 outs. Former Royal Mike Moustakas steps in. Cleanup man today for the Reds. First pitch to the Moose. Sinker to low, ball one. Here comes the 1-0 delivery. Oh, and way late on the throw down to second. Pitch was called a strike, so the count's even at 1-1. India with a stolen base, as I was not paying attention to him at all, which that's completely on me. So 1-1 to Moose. The pitch. Fastball called strike two, so it's 1-2 now. Got a chance to strand this runner in scoring position if we can get Moose out here. Here comes a 1-2 delivery. Slurve misses inside, counts even at 2-2. Really don't want to give him anything good to hit, so we got to get him out right here. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. It was not where I was trying to aim that, but we got away with it. Well, they strand the runner at second. To the top of the second we go. 3-0 Knights as Ryan Hendricks gets the call from the Cincinnati bullpen. 6'3" right-hander. Playing up to a 69 with his bronze card today. So, inside edge working well for him today. Andrew Benintendi steps in. 7 home runs so far since being plugged into the lineup. Hendricks gets the sign. First pitch. Slider misses the inside corner. Ball one. So 1-0 for Benintendi, the former Red Sox. Lazy pop-up out behind second base. And the second baseman, Senzel, calls for it and squeezes it for the out. So 1 up, 1 down for Carson Kelly. The Diamondbacks backstop. Former Cardinal farmhand. Got traded to Arizona in the Paul Goldschmidt deal a few years ago. Takes a called strike one. The 0-1 delivery. Hammered out the left. Left fielder's on his horse, and it is in the stands and out of here. Solo shot for Carson Kelly. Extends the Knights lead to 4-0 as he hammers a hanging slider into the left center field bleachers. He didn't miss that pitch, and just like that, it's 4-0 here in Cincinnati. Just a laser out into the bleachers. And oh, who to use? Now I'm trying to get Tommy Edmonds average up, so now we go out to the bullpen. We'll get the newly acquired Darren O'Day up. You can see we also picked up Kerry Wood and Raleigh Fingers, so, some new faces out there in the bullpen for the squad. So we'll see Darren O'Day here. Tommy Edmonds steps in to pinch hit for Yuri Perez. He takes a slider at the knees, called strike one. Nice pitch there by Hendricks. Gets a sign, the 0-1 delivery. Misses inside with a fastball. Evens the count at 1-1 to the pinch hitting Edmond. Fastball misses high and away. It's 2-1 now to Edmond. Stevenson gives the sign. Fouled down first base line. Just out of play. Evens the count at 2-2. It takes a called strike three with a cutter. Apparently, I fell asleep at the switch there. So 2 outs. And apparently, I'm not going to get Tommy Edmonds' average up anytime soon, hitting like that. Fastball down the pipe, called strike one. The 0-1 delivery to Jazz. Fastball, yeah. That tells you how well I'm seeing things. That was a circle change, low and away, 1-1 now. Way out in front of that slider. Counts 1-2 now to the leadoff man for the Knights. Fastball buzzed the tower. Well, not really. It was just way inside. Even to count at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Slider misses in the dirt. Mike Trout lurking on deck. Here comes the payoff pitch to Chisholm. Popped him up, missed the cutter that was right down the middle. Apparently that's the hardest pitch to hit in Major League Baseball, the show 22. A pitch right down the middle. So to the bottom half of the second we go. Knights up 4-0. And Darren O'Day is going to get his debut with the Knights. 6'4" righty. Got that unconventional delivery. As you can see here, little sidearm submarine action going on. Hopefully it messes with him as much as it does with me when I'm facing him. So, of course, I still have to pitch with him, so there is that little variable. So, go ahead and let's try a fastball with O'Day. See what happens. Popped him up. Cron's racing back. Is he going to get there? Yes, in foul territory. Squeezes it for the first out. Well, that's a very efficient start for O'Day. 1 pitch, 1 out. That brings up the former Cleveland Indian, Tyler Naquin. First pitch. Swings through a fastball, strike one. Here comes the 0-1 delivery. Swings over a changeup, and the count's 0-2 now. Well, let's change his eye level a bit here. Here comes the 0-2 delivery. This is way out of the zone, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch from O'Day. Called strike three at the knees with a changeup, and that's 2 away as he strikes out Naquin. That brings up Kyle Farmer, the 7th place hitter for the Reds. Let's try a slider here. Slider swung through and missed for strike one. So O'Day looking dominant here in his first outing of the season. The 0-1 delivery. Swings over a changeup. 0-2 now. Well, let's see if we can get him to chase this slider too. Yes, he does. Strike three. A 1-2-3 inning for O'Day in his Knights debut. To the third we go. It's all Kansas City, 4-0. So my name's Rob. Thanks for coming in and checking out the stream. I do appreciate it. Hope you're having a good Friday. It's Friday, and you know what that means. It's almost the weekend. So Jeff Hoffman is going to be coming in out of the bullpen, the 6'5" righty. Looking to shut down the Knights and give the Reds a chance in their last half of the inning. Mike Trout steps in. He homered earlier. First pitch fastball, called strike at the letters. So it's 0-1 to the Angels legend. Fastball up and away, but catches the zone again. 0-2 now. Hoffman attacking Trout. Fastball misses away. 1-2 now to Trouty. Hoffman gets the sign. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball in the dirt. It's been all fastballs so far. Here comes the 2-2 offering. That was a slider way outside, and the count is full. Wander Franco lurking on deck for the Knights. The payout pitch. Lazy ground ball to third. Barehanded by Moose. Or who is the third baseman for him? Who is the third baseman for the Reds? I can't remember. Are they playing? Yeah, they are playing him at third. I know they played him at second and at first for a while, but today he's playing third. So nice barehanded pickup by Moose. So 5-3 put out, and that brings up Wander Franco. The first pitch to the switch hitting infielder. Fastball over the inside corner. Called strike one. Hoffman is definitely attacking the zone much more than their starter did. Lazy fly ball out to center, and the center fielder's there for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down so far for Hoffman. As Evan Longoria steps in, already hammered 6 homers since being plugged into the lineup. First pitch to Longo. Catches the zone at the knees for called strike one. Hoffman is pitching well right now. Another fastball over the inside corner. He is dotting, and I'm just not able to deal with it. The 0-2 delivery, probably going to be something away. Oh, he tried high and away. Missed well out of the zone, 1-2. Even I wasn't going to chase that. Although I've been known to do that. Long fly ball to left, and that ball is out of here. A 2-strike homer by Evan Longoria for number 7. And that extends the lead to 5-0 for the Knights. And it wasn't a poorly placed pitch, really. Longoria was just able to get a good enough swing on it. As you can see, it wasn't really in his PCI zone, but that brings up Kyle Tucker. Misses high with a fastball, ball 1. Slapped hard out to right center field, and it's off the wall. I thought that was going to get out, and he might get thrown out a second, but he does hustle in there with a double. So that brings in Hunter Strickland. 6'3" righty out of the pen. Another pitching change for the Reds here. All right, well, we're going to go in the bullpen just in case. We're going to get Kerry Wood up in case we actually get to. Don't think we will, but just in case. C.J. Crone steps in. 2 outs, man on second. First pitch from Strickland. Fastball misses outside, ball 1. So, see what we can do here. See if we can plug in a little bit more insurance. Especially at this ballpark. It never hurts to have X more runs than playing here. That one catches the zone for strike 1. Pop up in the center. And that's not going to have the distance, Rexy, as the center fielder squeezes it for the final out. So the Reds have their last chance coming up. Tommy Pham, the pitcher spot, and Jonathan India trailing by 5. Tommy Pham, former Cardinal, former Ray, former Padre. First pitch to Pham from O'Day. Misses with the slider, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Sinker. Cron's chasing, dives, can't reach it. Drops foul for a very interesting strike 1. Here comes the 1-1 delivery to Pham. Swings over the slider, and it counts 1-2 now to the 8th place hitter. Here comes the 1-2 offering from O'Day. Swings over the changeup, strike 3. So the Reds are down to their final 2 outs, as Donovan Solano will pick up a bat and pinch hit for the pitcher. First pitch for O'Day. Lazy pop-up. Franco's chasing. Can he get there? Yes, he gets there in foul territory and squeezes it for out number 2. That means Jonathan India is going to be the last chance for the Reds here in the third. He needs to get on base to extend the game. First pitch to India. Fastball called strike at the knees. 0-1 to the leadoff man for Cincinnati. Gets a sign from Grandal. The 0-1 pitch. Popped up down the right field line. Tucker's coming over. He's got a chance, but it bounces off the wall and out of play for strike 2. Not quite sure what Tucker was doing there. He could have put his glove up, tried to make a play, but instead he was just running into the wall. He had no idea what he was doing. I.e., I wasn't sure which button to push, so it is what it is. So it's 0-2 to India. Here comes the 0-2 offering. Fouled off past first base. Count remains 0-2 here in the third. Here comes the 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the ball game is over. A 5-0 win for the Knights. As they take the Cincinnati stronghold, there's only one left on the map, and that's Pittsburgh. So we do our thing, we get up there and take care of Pittsburgh, and we'll have this map finished off. So 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Knights. No runs, 1 hit, no errors for the Reds. Yuri Perez gets the win. And Mike Trout started the scoring with that 2-run bomb in the first. And then Tucker had another one later in the inning, as the early 3-0 lead was just too much for the Reds to overcome. You just see Kelly's blast into the left center field bleachers. And then Longoria, who punctuated the scoring with that solo blast. And Darren O'Day looked dominating in his debut appearance for the Knights. So definitely a good addition to the bullpen, assuming I can pitch well with him. So Tucker was 2 for 2 with a homer, a double, and an RBI. Trout 1 for 2 with a homer and 2 RBIs. So Justin Dunn takes the loss. So parallel updates. Yuri Perez. Oh, pardon me. Is almost to a parallel 1. Chisholm's almost to a parallel 3. Franco and Tucker are just basically getting started on the parallel 3s. Trout's almost to a parallel 2. Crone is just so close to a parallel 2. Carson Kelly's almost to a parallel 1. And Tommy Edmonds down there just plugging away. Not really doing a whole lot because I just haven't plugged him into the lineup a whole lot. Alright, so what we're going to need to do here is we're going to need to skip the steel fans. I'm going to reinforce here. Then move there. Poet didn't know it. Alright, so as you can see, that's what we've got left on the map, is to just finish off the Pittsburgh Pirates here. So before I do that, though, I do need to go make a couple changes because we did get Didi Gregorius a while ago. He's an 86, so he wouldn't be an upgrade over Wander, but I do want to put him on the bench for at least for. So sorry. Well, Edmund's been kind of scuffling with him, so we're going to. Well, we're going to put Gregorius on the bench. I'm sorry, Carson, but I really want to try out Salvi. So Salvi's going to be coming on to the squad. Alright, so any pitchers we need to change? Let's see here. Any new pitchers? Well, we've got a Tyler Glasnow we just picked up. Actually got him out of a pack, so. But no starting pitchers I really want to try. We did get Newhouser for finishing the Tigers. What was it? We got? Who did we get for Who do we get for the Orioles? I don't even remember who we got for the Orioles. We got Newhouser for the Tigers. We got Hosmer for the Royals. We got Raleigh Fingers for the A's. Who do we get for the Orioles? I am just drawing a freaking blank right now. Did I actually collect them or not? I thought I did. Alright, well, we'll go. I know I did collect it, but I just don't remember who it was. No, it was Darren O'Day. Duh. Having a senior moment. There we go. Just used him in the game. Couldn't remember him for the life of me. So, but anyway, back to live action. So back to Conquest. Back to the face of the franchise central. So as I wipe the egg off my face, we'll go ahead and get some of this stuff done. And we do the simulating, which is always the fun part of Conquest. You know, it's like the child's game Risk, but only in digital form. So, me and my buddy used to play that growing up. I was okay at it, but it was, yeah, it's a board game. And we're getting there. Of course, by the time we get up here to Pittsburgh, we're probably going to need to do the reinforcement bit again before we do anything. So we're down to the Pirates' stronghold is what's left. It's going to be 43 against 21, so we're just going to skip the Steel Fans as my buy order for Travis Swaggerty is completed for 83 stubs. Don't need the Steel Fans. Just skip the reinforce. And we'll just put the others there for posterity's sake. Alright, yeah, that's the one with the... Go ahead and just finish that off. Alright. Pittsburgh Stronghold, the only one standing in the way of finishing off this map. I do love the background for PNC Park. I mean, it's a great stadium. You know, it's a heck of a sight better than what was it, Three Rivers Stadium or whatever it was. Let's see, what was Pittsburgh? Pittsburgh was Three Rivers. Cincinnati was Riverfront. Old St. Louis was Busch. You know, the old Busch. They were all cookie cutter stadiums. You know. And, you know, they had their own little charm, but, you know, they were multi-purpose stadiums, so, you know, they weren't really baseball specific. Which, you know, which is one of the things that was kind of unique when Kauffman Stadium, formerly Royal Stadium, was built back in the early 70s. You know, everybody was kind of doing the cookie cutter stuff, but Royal Stadium, it was pretty unique for its time. You know, a sports complex out there, out there in Jackson County. So, you know, you have the Royals Stadium on one side of the lot. On the other side of the lot, you got Arrowhead. So it was, you know, and there have been other places, you know, like up in New Jersey. The old, I can't think of the freaking name of it now, but there's other places that kind of copied it, but it's pretty unique. So we'll play at PNC Park here. Who are we gonna? Well, we'll go with Hancock. Sorry, Crone. I do want to see Salvy at least a couple times. Oh, We'll go do it this way. So, a couple of new additions to the squad, and let's see what we can do with this lineup. Chisholm, Trout, Salvi, Longoria, Franco, Tucker, Benintendi, and the other guy. I'm drawing a blank. Don't laugh. You'll be in your 50s going, what was that? One of these days, too. So, oh my goodness. So Jazz Chisholm steps in. 19 homers, hitting .371. First pitch to Jazz. Early on the fastball and fouled away. Strike one to the leadoff man for the Knights. Adonis Medina, the starter for the Pirates, called strike two with a fastball to knees. It's 0-2 to Jazz. Slider misses up and in. 1-2 now to the leadoff man. Medina comes set, and the 1-2 pitch. Misses high with a fastball. Counts even at 2-2. Big crowd here in Pittsburgh today. The 2-2 delivery. Misses high and away, and the count is full. Mike Trout lurking on deck for the Knights. The 3-2 delivery. Lazy fly ball out to left center. Center fielder's back just in front of the track and squeezes it for the first out. So Trout's going to come up with the bases empty. He's fifth with 18 RBIs on the team. Here comes the first pitch to the dangerous Trout. Hit into left, but he didn't get all of it as the left fielder squeezes it for out number 2. So he gets past the dangerous Mike Trout, and that brings up the debuting Salvador Perez. His very first at bat for the Knights here. So we really want to make sure we do good. And he does. A no-doubter on his first swing. Welcome to the squad, Salvador Perez. As he says, say hello to my little friend. A 469-foot bomb on a high fastball from Adonis Medina. And Medina knew it as soon as he hit it. And so did Salvi. That thing got up into the second deck out there in Pittsburgh. It was a bomb and a half. Now that's the way you debut Salvador Perez. Fastball fouled off here on Jackie Robinson Day. Everybody wearing the number 42. Fouls off another one. 0-2 to Longoria. The 0-2 delivery from Medina. Fly ball out to right center. The right fielder's on his horse, and he breaks a nice running grab out in right center. So Salvador Perez breaks the seal on the scoring here with his first swing as a Kansas City Knight. 1-0 as we head to the bottom half. Well, that's what you want to see when you put in a player for the first time. You just crush one. That's what you want to do. All right, so Harrison Hancock facing Brian Hayes here. Gets the sign from Salvi, and the first pitch to Hayes is on its way. Swings through a fastball, strike one. The 0-1 delivery. Swings through a slider, 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 delivery from Hancock. Swing and a miss, strike three. 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out. And those Pirate uniforms are classic. I love those uniforms. They're just the only Pirates uniform I like better is the one from '79 with the 3 stripes on the ball cap. That was just one of the uniforms I really liked growing up. The powder blue of the Royals and the powder blue of the Cardinals, and even the powder blue of the Twins for that matter. And of course, the rainbow Astros unis. That one was always a favorite. Another jersey I liked was the orange top for the San Francisco Giants. Always liked that one. It's funny because in 2014 I told my wife, I said, I want one of the orange Giants jerseys. Well, I couldn't exactly get it after the Royals played the Giants in the World Series and lost. Being a Royals fan, I just couldn't do it. And my wife was like, no, you're not going to do it anyway. But I was like, well, shoot. So maybe I'll get one here someday. 3-1 to count now to Brian Reynolds is on deck. Anthony Alford in there standing at the plate. Well, let's just challenge him here. Don't really want to walk him. So full count now to the 2-hole hitter. The payoff pitch to Alford. Fly ball out to left. Benintendi backs up a couple steps and squeezes it for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down for the Pirates as Brian Reynolds steps in, batting from the left side. First pitch from Hancock. Fastball. Sinker, actually. Over at the knees, called strike 1. Here comes the 0-1 delivery from Emerson. Fastball catches the inside corner at the belt. 0-2 now. Let's try a slider, see if he'll chase the slider. Nope, he wouldn't chase it. 1-2 now. The 1-2 delivery from Hancock. Just gets a piece of the changeup. The count remains 1-2. The 1-2 offering to Reynolds. Fastball slapped hard down the first base line, foul and out of play. Count remains 1-2 as Reynolds is making Hancock work here in the first. The 1-2 delivery. Swings through a sinker, strike 3, and that retires the side. To the top of the second we go. 1-0 Kansas City. Franco, Tucker, and Benintendi due up for the Knights. A new pitcher into the game for the Pirates, Aaron Fletcher. Inside edge has him playing up to a 68 with his bronze card today. 6-foot lefty out of the pen, 220 pounds. We'll see how he pitches to Wander Franco, leading off the second. And we're going to go ahead and go in the bullpen. We're going to get Kerry Wood up. And the first pitch from Fletcher to Franco. Very alliterative. And a changeup catches the zone at the knees, called strike 1. 0-1 to Franco. Swings through another changeup, and the count's 0-2 as my phone goes off. The 0-2 delivery. Early on the slider. Out of play. The count remains 0-2. Get hard down the third base line, just inside the bag for single, and they get the ball in quickly to hold Franco to a single. Well played by the left fielder. And it's a leadoff single for Franco as Kyle Tucker steps in. Fletcher checks. First pitch. Slider at the knees, called strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Swings through another slider. It's 0-2 now. Way out in front of that. The 0-2 offering from Fletcher. Hard down the first base line, past this first baseman, because I can't speak, just get tongue-tied, so it's a double. So it's second and third now for Benintendi. Fletcher checks the runners, the first pitch to Andrew. And Benintendi gets all of that one. It's way back. It is gone. A 3-run homer for Andrew Benintendi. And a pair of Royals have combined for all the scoring here in this game so far. Solo shot by Salvi in the first. A 3-run blast by Benintendi here in the second. And it is 4-0 Knights. 427-foot bomb. 108 velocity. That exit velo was up there. Not the highest I've seen with any of my players. But can't complain about 108 exit velo, that's for sure. So that's going to bring in Will Crow from the Pirates bullpen. Face C.J. Crone, who's batting 8th today. And he gets a hold of one. He's like, well, if anything you can do, I can do better. And he puts that up in the middle deck in the left field bleachers. And back-to-back homers for the Knights, and it's 5-0 now. He's like, welcome to the game, Will Crow. You gotta love it. Just a little laser shot out into the second tier of seats out there in the left field pavilion. And we're going to see Didi Gregorius debut here. See, I've got Kerry Wood, so we'll just go ahead and, he's ready and waiting, scheduled to put in game. And Didi Gregorius will debut for the Knights here as Will Crow looks to stop the bleeding here in the second. Just misses with a fastball over the inside. 1-0 to the pinch hitter. Swings at a high changeup and gives it a ride out to center, but not nearly deep enough as the center fielder's there for out number one. So Didi Gregorius' debut is nowhere near as exciting as Salvador Perez's. But Jazz Chisholm steps in, 1 out now, a 5-0 lead for the 5-0 lead for the Knights. Easy for me to say, I know. So the 0-1 pitch to Chisholm. Fastball just misses low. Count evens at 1-1 to the leadoff man for the Knights. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. Slapped hard, but foul down the left field line and out of play. It's a 1-2 count from Crow. Oh, nice pitch. Dotted it right there, and there's nothing I could do about that. Called strike 3, and there's 2 away as Mike Trout steps in. 2 outs, nobody on for the Angel slugger. And he says, I'm not going to be left out of this fun. A hanging slider, and that ball is way out of here. 447 feet. And a hanging slider later, it is 6-0 Knights. As Mike Trout says, you're not going to pitch that to me, sir. Oh, no. And the line from the bullpen continues as Chris Stratton gets the call out of the bullpen. The 6'2 righty will come in and try and finish off this inning. Salvador Perez steps in here in the second. The first pitch from Stratton is on its way. Salvador bombs it out in left field. Does it go out? Oh my goodness! A 2-homer day for Salvador in his debut. You gotta love this. 2 solo homers for Salvador Perez in his Knights debut, and you could not ask for anything better for a first appearance. And it's 7-0 now. Yeah, perfect. That's right. Evan Longoria steps in. 7-0 now for the Knights. Oh, the third baseman dives, knocks it down, but Longoria is going to beat it out for an infield single. So 2 outs, man on first for Wander Franco. Stratton checks, and the first pitch to the shortstop. Boy, that was a not good swing at a curveball in the dirt, so fouls it off for strike 1. Good thing he didn't ground out. Here comes the 0-1 delivery from Stratton. Curveball. Smothered by the shortstop. Yeah, the shortstop's behind home plate, right? By the catcher. Evens the count at 1-1. Longoria takes his lead. Circle change, misses low. 2-1 now to Franco. I don't know if Stratton's kind of struggling after that shot by Perez, but lined hard to the first baseman. Kind of self-preservation there. So they strand a runner, but they expand the lead to 7 now, as Kerry Wood's going to come in with a healthy 7-0 lead. Salvi struts back to the plate. No, wait, come on back. All right, so we'll skip the warm-up. Michael Chavis steps in for the Pirates, trailing by 7 here in the second. Kerry Wood gets the sign, and the first pitch to Chavis is on its way. And that's hit long and foul out of play. Loud strike 1. Here comes the 0-1 delivery from Kerry Wood. Slurve popped up in the right. My goodness. Kyle Tucker's there and squeezes it for out number 1. Easy pop fly for the right fielder. That brings up O'Neal Cruz, who in real life has pretty much had his service time played with by the Pirates because he played really well in spring, and then they just, nope, we're sending you down to minors to start the season. I mean, he's just another in that young crop of talent that probably should be up right now, but he's not at this point. First pitch to Cruz. Curveball just misses ball 1. So I get why small market teams, but particularly small market teams have a tendency to want to manipulate the service time for good young players. But it's a double-edged sword because if you do that, then you're showing the player that you're really, well, it just seems like it's more of a bad thing than a good thing for the team. But the team's gonna do what they think's best. The 1-1 pitch to O'Neal Cruz. Cut on and missed. 1-2 now to the 5-hole hitter for the Pirates. And here comes the 1-2 offering from Wood. Curveball catches the bottom of the zone, called strike 3. And it's 2 up, 2 down here for the Pirates in the second. Roberto Perez steps in. Salvador Perez gives the sign. And the first pitch to Roberto. Swings through a fastball, strike 1. Wood looking pretty good here in his first inning of work. The 0-1 delivery. Fouls off a cutter, strike 2. Let's see if we can't get him to chase a curve here. The 0-2 offering by Kerry Wood. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and it retires the side. So to the third we go. Tucker, Benintendi, and Cron as it's all night 7-0. Sam Howard continues the line in from the bullpen. 6'4" righty. Or lefty, I should say. My goodness. Look, see what your eyes see. First pitch to Tucker. Fastball called strike at the belt. 0-1 to the 6-hole hitter for the Knights. Checks the swing, but it's called strike 2 on the outside corner. 0-2 to Tucker. Howard gets the sign. And the 0-2 pitch. Slow roller to second. Over to first. Retires Tucker 4-3. And there's 1 out here in the third. As Benintendi steps in. Let's get somebody up in the pen just in case somebody does get on. We'll get Presley up just in case. So Andrew Benintendi steps in. He of the 3-run homer earlier in the game. First pitch from Howard. Lazy fly ball into right center. The center fielder's over and squeezes it for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down here in the third. C.J. Cron stepping up. Hit a solo shot in the second. Here comes the first pitch from Sam Howard. Let's see what happens here. Oh, shouldn't have swung at that. Will it drop? Will it drop? No, it'll drop right in the center fielder's glove. So 3 up, 3 down. To the bottom half of the third we go. Vogelback, Gamel, and Howard due up for the Pirates. Buccos down to their last 3 outs as it's all Kansas City here in this game, 7-0. First pitch from Kerry Wood to Vogelback. Fastball right down the pipe, called strike 1. Pirates need base runners, so probably going to be a little bit more patient. Or maybe not, as he hits a 1-hopper to Crone, who takes it to the bag himself. 3 unassisted rather. That brings up Ben Gamel. Not to be confused with Gargamel. Yes, an old 80s Smurfs reference. I apologize for nothing. All right, the first pitch to Gamel from Kerry Wood. Curveball swung through and missed. Strike one. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Kerry. Not Jim Carrey. Swung through a fastball. Strike two. And here comes the 0-2 offering by Wood. Oh, that's hit down the line. That's going to be against the wall for extra bases. A 1-out double for Gamel. That's going to bring up a pinch hitter. Keenan Smith Njigba? Not sure. I'm not pronouncing that correctly. I apologize to the man. But Kanan will step in against Kerry Wood. We're going to bring in Ryan Presley. I know he's not a lefty, but just Kerry Wood was starting to get down on energy, so no sense on pushing things. The first pitch to Kanan. Swings through a fastball, strike one. And we'll just challenge him because it's you're up 7. Strike two called. It's 0-2 now to the pinch hitter. Let's see if he changes it. Yeah, he's going to change a slider. What's he going to change it to? He's going to see if he chases a slider. Down and in. Misses well out of the zone. And here comes the 1-2 offering from Presley. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So the Buccos are down to their final out as Brian Hayes steps in, who just signed an extension with the Pirates, if I'm not mistaken. First pitch to Hayes. Slider misses away. Ball 1. Here comes the 1-0 delivery. Fastball over the inside corner at the belt. Evens the count at 1-1. So the Pirates are 2 strikes away from losing their stronghold. Stronghold? Easy for me to say. Boy, you'd think I'd know how to talk after a half century being on this earth, but apparently I just can't do it. And the pitch. Swings through a slider, a hanging slider no less. That was one that's just like, ooh, I was just had that little flashing light on it. Hit me, hit me, hit me. All right, the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's the ball game, and that takes care of the match. So we finish the faces of the Central as we take out the Pirates in PNC Park 7-0 behind a barrage of homers, punctuated by a couple of them by Salvi Perez in his debut. As I like that card, let me tell you. Of course, he tied the franchise record for home runs last year and got absolutely no love in the MVP voting. I get it. Shohei Ohtani, I get that. But, he could have been, mentioned. Of course, then there was the All-Star game where, Pete Alonso hit all those homers, and they almost mentioned Salvi. Did you know that he actually tied the record for most homers in a first round? The old record for homers in a first round? No, you probably don't, because they didn't talk about Salvi at all during the All-Star home run derby. Yeah, that was completely disrespectful to him and to the Kansas City fan base, but, it is what it is. It's East Coast Sports Programming Network. Oh, there's my wife texting me. Hang on just a second. Oh, well, that's a bummer. I just saw something on my phone. Mike Bossy passed away. That's a shame. He was a hell of a hockey player. Let me just answer this. So, anyway, so player of the game, obviously Salvador Perez, a pair of solo homers. But, I'm sorry, I got a little excited when Salvi popped those homers in his debut. No, I'm not sorry. I'm very happy about it. My wife really is wanting to be inquisitive today. All right. So anyway, like I was saying, 3 home runs by Royals players in this game. 2 for Salvi, 1 for Benintendi, and that 3-run bomb by Benintendi really just salted the game away. Trout homered, Crone homered. There was a lot of homers in this game. So we'll confirm that exit. Once again, Salvi was the star of the game with his pair of homers. And that will take care of the face of the franchise central map. And we get a balling as a habit pack. 1,500 stubs and 2,000 XP points. NL Prospect, NL Central Prospect, 500 stubs, 1,000 XP. You've conquered the map and reigned supreme in all the territories. Yeah. So, alright, so we finished that, so that's good. So let's go take a look at these packs here real quick. So we got 5 basic packs, 1 balling as a habit, 2 headliners, and 1 prospect. So let's open the prospect pack. So I think, this will take care of the prospects for the NL Central. Because I've already got 3 of the 5, and I got 2 picks this round, so it's going to be Nelson and Frelick. So not going to add either one of them to the lineup. So let's see what we got in the headliners. Well, that's not good. Best we got was a silver. Stadium, Woods, Frazier, Steven Matz. So we can go sell them off here shortly. Then another silver, Luis Severino, Daniel Lynch, who got lit up the other night on a few pitches. Like I said, he had a few bad pitches. Otherwise, he pitched well, but you can't take the bad pitches out of the game. So, I mean, if you give up 6 runs in 5 innings, it doesn't matter that you gave up, 4 of them on 3 swings. You still gave up 6 runs in 5 innings, which is not a good outing. You can manager speak all you want and say, well, he pitched really well. Well, except for these pitches. Well, technically that may be true, but it's also true that he gave up 6 runs in 5 innings. So, it's not like he pitched all that well either. So, but is what it is. Royals pitchers are inconsistent, and they will continue to be inconsistent as long as Cal Eldred is involved as their pitching coach. He needs to go. They're wasting these young pitchers because they've got a pitching coach that has no idea how to help them, period. All right, so we got 5 basic packs and balling as a habit. So let's see if maybe we'll get something good out of this balling as a habit pack. Well, we get a gold, so it's not a total loss, but Mazziotti, Mastrobuoni. Well, we got some outstanding names in this pack. Colin Snyder, who's actually a Royal. I don't know why they've got him as a free agent, but, hey, whatever. Jimmy Nelson. And the gold is Brandon Lau. So I can get some stubs for that. So let's see what's in these basic packs. Probably not a whole lot. I did open a Josh Hader last night out of a basic pack, so I'm probably not due for any diamonds anytime soon. All right, Hernandez, Marinan, Bazardo, Shelby Miller, former Cardinal, Center City Field. 4 more packs to go. Boxberger, another former Royal, very briefly, but Torres Costa, Andre Jackson, Jason Hayward, and equipment. What was the pack odds? 1 out of 50 for a diamond, 1 out of 10 for gold, 1 out of 3 for a silver. And you're definitely going to get bronze. Alright, open this pack, see what comes out. Nothing out of this one. Kyle Isbell, who apparently is on the roster, but Matheny just won't play him. So, might as well not be on the roster. The Durham Bulls. Crash Davis, where you at, baby? 2 packs left to open. So we got a gold equipment and nothing else. So another Kyle Isbell, John Jay, Brenton Doyle, Tommy LaStella. Hey, BP Road Uni for the Rangers. That's not horrible. And the last pack to open right here. And a whole lot of nothing. Gavin Lux, Paul Campbell, John Brebbia, Khalil Lee, former Royals prospect who was traded to the Mets in the Andrew Benintendi deal. And nice little Louisville Slugger. So that's all for the packs. So let's go back here. Go into programs, face the franchise. And we're almost to 600K. So that's what we got the headliners for. So we're almost to the big dog pack. So we could get Anthony Volpe, Corey Kluber, Todd Helton, Jack Leiter, Curtis Granderson, Pablo Sandoval, Adam Ottavino, or Jordan Walker out of that pack. So I really have no idea who I'm going to take at this point, but that's who I possibly could get here at about 18,000 XPs. All right. So my name's Rob. Thanks for coming in and checking out the stream. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a good Friday. It is Friday. You know what that means. Well, Rampage is on tonight. SmackDown's on tonight. It's almost the start of the weekend. We made it through the week. Just got one more today. One more day to get through, and we'll be on the weekend. So I won't be streaming on the weekend, so I know, contain yourself. It's like that line out of Major Leagues. Rob's threatening to crawl out of the cellar. If you haven't noticed, and judging by the attendance, you haven't. But it is what it is. Just having a good time here, playing some baseball, picking some fun at my expense. And let's see here, we got the franchise West Conquest done, Central Conquest done, Faces of the Franchise Showdown Final Boss done, NL Faces of the Franchise Showdown Final Boss done, exchanges, I'm not going to do that, collections. We got the Washington Nike Connect uniform done. Got the Nike City Connect uniforms done. We got the All-Star Babe Ruth done, which was the starter collection. So week 2 team build missions, we got all those done. Flashback missions, and we got all those done too. Spotlight moments, I think the only one I've got left to do is Kenley Jansen, and I just cannot strike out 3 batters. For whatever reason, I just cannot pitch with Kenley Jansen at the moment, so I'm just kind of letting that one sit and marinate, and hopefully I'll get it done here before this particular Face of the Franchise stuff expires. And in the daily moments, I'm up to date on the daily moments, so that is what it is. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to go into mini seasons. Where are we at here? We're 20-4. We've got 4 games left in the regular mini season. 2 against the Lords and 2 against the Singers. And then it's going to be the playoffs. So that'll give us a prospect choice pack. 1,000 stubs, 4,000 XP. We get to the finals. We'll get another mini-season team icon, 2,000 stubs and 4,000 XP. And if we actually win the entire thing, we got Diamond Championship Bundle, 10,000 stubs and 5,000 XP. So it's worth doing. I need to put some All-Star Series players in there. Actually hit some home runs with them, but it is what it is. And after finishing at least second place, you can get a show pack, 2,000 stubs, 4,000 XP. There's actually some pretty doggone good rewards in here. I think the next season I play, I'm going to play everything on All-Star, just so I can kind of grab that one and get a ball in as a habit pack. I guess I could always try that, try and get extra base hits playing on Hall of Fame. That would be interesting, but probably fruitless for me. Nah, I don't know. I'm doing all right. So generally get the strikeouts. You beat 5 different teams. That's pretty easy to get. And the mystery mission. Do you know what the mystery mission is? I'm sure you probably do at this point, but just in case you don't, commit 3 errors in one game. So that was an interesting way to find out. But all right, so let's pop in here. We're gonna play the Lords, and we'll just play it on All-Star just for the. Well, no, it's not gonna do any good, so we might as well just play on rookie and be done with it. All right, checking my companion app. Got a couple of things sold. We're gonna play it. No, let's not play at PNC. Oh, we're the home team, so come on. Play in Red Canyon Run. And we'll throw Weaver out there on the mound. And see what happens this game. Chisholm, Trout, Franco, Longoria, Tucker, Crone, Benintendi, and Salvi. Although I think I need to put Salvi back up towards the... I think so, yes, because... I think that will work. Considering Salvi bombed 2 homers in his debut. So let's just pop up here and see what we can do in this little mini-seasons game. So we're taking on the London Lords. Tom Seaver, Vladdy, Jim Edmonds. A stacked lineup there, as always. There's usually not too many bum teams in these, but take a quick look at the... We've got Guerrero, Edmonds, Miggy, Tucker, Walker, Castro, Trammell, and Madrigal. So it's not as loaded as it could be, but it's still a pretty good team. So now we've got Jared Weaver on the mound. Hopefully we'll be able to hold him in check. On rookie level, I would hope so. First pitch to Vladdy. Senior. Horribly located. That was just terrible. Or as Charles Barkley would say, that was just terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Vladdy. Swung through a fastball. 0-2 now to the leadoff man for the London Lords. Gets a sign from Salvi and the 0-2 delivery. Slider way outside, 1-2. Won't even get the notorious bad ball hitting Vladimir Guerrero to go after that one. And here comes a 1-2 delivery from Weaver. This is high, ball 2, evens the count at 2-2. All right, the 2-2 offering to Guerrero. Slow roller to second on the curveball. Chisholm's up with it and over to the first baseman for out number 1. Oh, everybody's still wearing the Jackie Robinson jerseys. I was kind of throwing me off for a second. What's going on here? Tim Edmonds steps in to face Jared Weaver. First pitch, on its way. Really, you wouldn't give me the third baseman, even though that's one thing that does annoy me about this game. Sometimes it will give you the absolute wrong person to go after a ball with. And the 0-1 pitch to Edmonds. Fastball over the inside corner. 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 delivery from Weaver. Fouls off the changeup down the left side and out of play. Count remains 0-2. Edmonds batting a putrid .217 so far. Here comes the 0-2 delivery. Fouls it off and left that one hanging up and in. Boy, if Edmonds was hitting well, that one probably would have been way out of here. As it is, it's still 0-2. The 0-2 offering. Swing and a miss at the circle change. Strike three, and that's two away for Jared Weaver as Miguel Cabrera steps in. The Tigers legend. Always a dangerous hitter, no matter what stage of his career. Fastball misses up. Ball one. Here comes a 1-0 curveball to Mickey. Back up the middle. Squeezes through for a base hit. So a 2-out single for Cabrera. And he keeps the inning alive for the cleanup man, Kyle Tucker. So he's hitting .429 as Cabrera takes his lead off first. Weaver out of the stretch. Gets the sign from Perez. Checks Cabrera at first. And the pitch to Tucker. Swings through a slider. Strike one. Again checks the runner. The 0-1 delivery from Weaver. Swings through a sinker. Strike two. It's 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 offering to the cleanup man for the London Lords. Fastball misses high. 1-2 now. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Retires aside. So the 2-out single doesn't hurt the Knights. And the bottom half we come. Chisholm, Trout, and Perez due up for Kansas City. Chisholm with that red clay all over his uniform as he steps in to face Tom Seaver here in the bottom half of the first. Takes a called strike at the belt with a fastball. 0-1 from the pitching legend. Curveball just misses low, evens the count at 1-1 to Chisholm. Fastball misses high and away. The sinker rather. It's 2-1 now to Chisholm. The 2-1 pitch. Fly ball out to right center field. The center fielder's going back. He looks up, and it is out of here. It just kept carrying and carrying and carrying. The 20th bomb of the year for the Jazz. And that gives the Knights an early 1-0 lead here. I didn't think he had enough on it. I thought it was just going to be a fly ball out to like the warning track. But it just kept carrying and carrying and carrying. Got over the fence by about 10, 15 feet. So 1-0 here in the bottom half. Fastball to Mike Trout, called strike one. And Seaver set. Seaver likes to get the ball and go. Slider swung at and missed, so it's 0-2 now to Trouty. That's a lazy fly ball out to right center. Center fielder's going back, going back, going back. He's on the track. Wow, that one just kept carrying. What is the elevation here? The elevation cannot be that much. Let's go to game log. What is that? 4,000 feet elevation. Okay, that's, and the wind's blowing out to right. So, all right. That means Salvy steps in. 1-0, 1 out, nobody on. Fastball misses high, ball one to the Royals, backstop. Had a hell of a debut in his last game. Fastball taken, strike one, even the count at 1-1. Like I said, Seaver likes to get the ball and go. No wasted motion. Oh, nice pitch there over the inside corner. 1-2 now to the Royals backstop. Swings and misses at a slider, and that's strike 3. So after the leadoff homer, Seaver's gotten a couple of outs, and that brings up Evan Longoria. And he pops up a fastball that was right down the middle. And Edmonds is there to squeeze it for out number 3. A nice piece of pitching after the solo shot to lead off the inning. Walker, Castro, and Trammell due up to the Lords. Jordan Walker. Who's this freaking guy? He's one of the prospects. I know who he is. First pitch to Jordan from Weaver. Fastball misses high. Ball 1. So Jared pitching to Jordan. Salvy behind the plate. Here comes the 1-0 offering from Weaver. Fouls off a sinker. Count evens at 1-1. And the pitch from Jordan. To Jordan, rather. Couple hops over to Longoria. Sets and fires over to the first baseman for the out. 1 up, 1 down here in the second. Jason Castro steps in for the Lords, batting .355. Doing his fair share for the team, I'm sure. Fastball at the knees, called strike 1. Nice pitch there by Weaver. The 0-1 delivery. Curveball. Popped out to left. Benintendi back a few steps and settles under it and squeezes it for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down here in the second. And that brings up Tigers legend Alan Trammell. Batting .421 on the season. Here comes the first pitch to Trammell. Slow roller foul past third base. 0-1 now to Trammell. Him and Lou Whitaker made a heck of a double play combo in Detroit for many years. So that's a fastball over the inside corner, strike 2. And let's see if we can't get him to chase this slider away. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And he did chase the slider out of the zone. So 3 up, 3 down. To the bottom half of the second we go. It's 1-0 Knights. Aaron Luke steps into the game with his very large 5.4 ERA in 5 innings. Righties are hitting .333 against him. Lefties are hitting .400. So that means I'll probably make 3 outs and not do any damage whatsoever. As Kyle Tucker steps in. Way out in front of that. So let's go to the bullpen real quick. Let's get well, everybody's pretty well rested. Let's go ahead and get Raleigh up. That'll be his first foray into the mini seasons here. Takes a sinker high. Counts 0-2 now to Kyle Tucker. Another one of these side armor guys. Out in front of the cutter. Count remains 0-2. I'm just out in front on a lot of stuff right now. Just gets a piece of the slurve. Count remains 0-2. Still early. Not very early, but early nonetheless. Shouldn't have swung at that. Late on the cutter. Just did get a piece of it to foul it off. Count stays 0-2 from Luke. Slurve misses way outside. Counts 1-2 now to the 5-hole hitter for the Knights. The 1-2 delivery. Swings through the sinker, strike 3. So as Wander Franco steps in, the switch hitting shortstop for the Knights, hitting .393 on the year. Nice play by the shortstop Trammell, jumping grab. And that brings up Andrew Benintendi, hitting .314 with 8 dingers so far on the year. Oh, he got a hold of that one, but he pulled it foul and out of play. 0-1 to the left-handed hitting outfielder for the Royals. Little looper out in the short right, but the second baseman is there to squeeze it for out number 3. Like I said, Loop is pitching horribly, but he comes in and faces me. 1, 2, 3. So Nick Madrigal steps in, and that's going to be it for Weaver. Go ahead and bring in Raleigh. He's pitched well in his short stint so far with the squad, but this will be his first stint here in mini seasons. So we'll see how he does in this little competition. First pitch to Nick Madrigal. Sinker at the knees, called strike 1. So he's been with both the Cubs and the White Sox in his so far short career. Nick Madrigal, that is. Slider misses outside, 1-1. Here comes a 1-1 offering from Raleigh Fingers. Swings through a high fastball, strike 2. And Fingers looking to put him away with a slider, see if he chases it away. Well, Poet didn't know it. Swing and a miss, strike 3, chase the slider, and there's 1 out here in the 3rd. And the pinch hitter will be Lourdes Gurriel Jr., Toronto outfielder. And the first pitch from Fingers is on its way. Sinker at the knees, called strike 1. Back-to-back sinkers, not sure how much of a good idea this is. Well, it worked out. Called strike 2 at the knees. And we'll see if we can't chase the slider away. If it keeps working, keep doing it. And he did. Chase the slider away, strike 3. 2 up, 2 down here in the 3rd. Vladimir Guerrero Sr., last hope for the London Lords here in this mini-seasons game today. Trying to get on base to keep the game alive. First pitch to Vladdy. Sinker just misses the zone. Ball 1. 1-0 to the Montreal legend. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Sinker at the knees, called strike 1. Evens the count at 1. Vladimir Guerrero is just one of those guys. It didn't matter if the ball was in the zone or out of the zone. He could hit it. He was a notorious bad ball hitter. Swings a slider and misses. I could not tell you the number of times I saw him reach one that was, in the opponent's in the opposing batter's box, slapping a single to right, or taking a pitch that's up and away and just crushing it to left field, pulling it. It's just ridiculous. His strength and how freaking good his hand-eye coordination was. He was just something to behold. It's just, he literally could hit just about anything that was thrown to the plate. So when you struck him out, it felt like an accomplishment. He struck out plenty during his career, but it felt, every time he was up, it felt like an accomplishment to get him to strike out. It just seemed like he could hit anything that was thrown up there. And the 2-2 delivery. Swings through a fastball, strike 3, and we struck out Vladimir Guerrero. Oh. But as I was saying, that's just how it is. So we get a win in mini seasons. 1-0. And Raleigh was the player of the game. 1 inning, 3 strikeouts. So he struck out the side. Jazz Chisholm with that leadoff homer. We made it hold up. And we get the 1-0 win as we continue our parade towards the championship here in mini seasons. Jared Weaver upgrade on parallel. No progress. Yeah, we're almost to the big dog. So, Weaver upgraded. Chisholm's almost to 3. Franco and Tucker just getting started on 3. Raleigh's about 60% done with getting to parallel 1. Trout is literally millimeters away from parallel 2. And there we go. That's the parallel upgrades. So, my name's Rob. Thanks for coming in, checking out the stream. I hope you had a good time this morning. Hope you all are having a good Friday. I hope you had a good week. It's baseball season. Love to be watching some more of it. I can watch what little I can on MLB TV and whatever little streams I can find. But I'd really like to watch the Royals. But until they get a deal with YouTube TV, I'm just not going to see them unless they're on some other channel. So it is Friday. You know what that means. The weekend is here. Let's get through this work day and have a great weekend. I will talk to you all on Monday. Have a great weekend, and I am out. Peace.